Hello my dear students, this is Govind and you are welcome here. Today again I am just present here with a new video, and in this video what I am going to talk, it's written on the board, you must be getting this. Obviously it is for class 6 mathematics. The name of the chapter is whole numbers and it is from Ncert, and name of the topic is which I am going to discuss today in this video, that is properties of whole numbers. I must tell you why we are going to read these properties. If I tell you about the properties, there are several properties in mathematics. Here we will talk of one property, that is closure property. Thereafter the another property is their commutative law or property, associative law or property, distributive law or property. Thereafter additive property, additive existence. Thereafter multiplicative property. There are several property which I will discuss, but in this video there will be a I will be discussing one property only, and that is closure property. Why we read this property? Property helps us to make the questions easily, to make the calculation easily. In which order we can add the number, in which order we cannot add the number, how we can subtract the number, how we cannot subtract the number. So property helps us to make the calculation easy. So it helps us. So why do we read this is the reason why do we read just this property in this class. So first property, the name is written, you must be getting, that is closure property. And one more thing I must tell you here, I will check here this property for a whole number, and it is not like that this property will work for a whole number only. No, it's not like that. We can check this property only for integers also, for a rational numbers also, for a even number also, for a odd number also, for any kind of number which is in this world. For them we can just check this property. And one more thing important, for any number it can be checked, it can be applied, and it will be checked through 4 operations. Means we will have to go under process. Means these are the 4 operations: plus addition operations, subtraction operations, multiplication operations and division operations. These are the 4 operations which we just study, which we read in our mathematics, and only they play the important role in mathematics. Only these are the things in mathematics. So, and these symbols are known as operator, mathematical operator. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, it is called operators and operations. So I will check first this closure property for addition operation, thereafter I will check for subtraction, thereafter I will check for multiplication and division. So first I will check for addition. What exactly the closure property says? Closure property, it is said here, any 2 whole number you take in your mind. Suppose I have taken A and another I have taken B. A is a whole number, B is a whole number, and the property says us you add these 2 whole number together. I have added this A and B, thereafter the result will be A plus B, and it is said here after adding these 2 whole number, what answer comes, that should be also a whole number. So let me write the property first. Let any 2 whole number, that is A and B. So A and B I will take a 2 whole number where I will add A and B, and thereafter C is coming. C, this is a whole number, this is a whole number, and this answer should be also a whole number. Then it will be said as a closure property is followed under addition. Means when you add 2 whole number, the answer which we get, that is also a whole number, that should be also a whole number. Then only we can say this is a closure property under addition, which is followed here. So suppose in the place of AB, you must be thinking, sir, what ABC you have written, I am not understanding. Okay, don't worry. In the place of A I will take a 2, in the place of B I will take a 3, and you see when you add these 2 and 3, means these 2 are whole number, this is also whole number, this is also whole number, and when you add these 2 whole numbers, then what answer will come? 5, and 5 is also a whole number, you see. So when you added 2 whole numbers, you got the answer, that is also a whole number. This is only said as a closure property under addition, it is followed. If the answer does not come a whole number, then it was said it is not followed, but it has come here 2 plus 3. You take any another number, 3 plus 5, this 3 is whole number, this 5 is whole number, and what answer will come, that is also whole number. So when you add to any whole number, the answer comes, that is also a whole number, and that is why it is called closure property under addition, it is followed. Now for you check for multiplication. Why I will check? I will tell you later, you check it first. Number I will keep same only, A and B. but the operation is multiplication, and here operation was addition, so we were adding the numbers. Now the application, the operations is multiplication, so we'll have to multiply the numbers. And what is the property? Closure property says that when you multiply two whole numbers, then what the result will come, I mean to say what the product will come, that should be also a whole number. And it is there, it is said here, suppose 2 is a whole number and 3 is also a whole number. If you multiply this 2 and 3, 6 will come. 2 3 is a what? 6 will come, and 6 is also a whole number, isn't it? So this is why this property is followed for multiplication also. For multiplication operation it is followed, multiplication operation it is followed. So it is followed for multiplication operation. You can see any number 2, you can take 10 and 20. 10 is a whole number, 20 is a whole number. If you multiply 10 and 20, answer will come 200, and 200 is also a whole number. So whenever you multiply any two whole number and you get an answer as a whole number, this is only the closure property under multiplication, and it is followed for multiplication also. You have seen that. Now you see for subtraction I will check, and why I checked first for addition and multiplication, I must tell you most of the properties are followed for the multiplication operation and addition operation, and does not follow for subtraction and division. Why it does not follow, I will show you, but for multiplication addition it is followed, and it's written here. You can see whole numbers are closed under addition and multiplication. Means what? Closure property is followed for two operations for a whole number. The first is addition operation, it is followed, and the second operation, that is multiplication operation, it is followed. Now you check for third operation, that is subtraction. Why it is not followed for subtraction? You take any whole number, two whole numbers. Yes sir, I have taken 7 and I have taken 5. You subtract these two whole number, and after that subtracting whole number should come. Yes, 7 minus 5, 7 is a whole number, 5 is a whole number, and when you subtract these two number, what difference comes? That is 2, and 2 is a whole number. Yes, it is followed. When I subtracted a whole number from the another whole number, I got the answer, that is also whole number. So that is why it is followed. But wait, one more time, I let me give the example. Now you just take a one number, that is 5, and another number is what? Another number is what? Another number is 6, let me take. Now you subtract 6 from 5. If you subtract 6 from 5, the answer will come. It is obviously not in your class, it is there, but in senior class you can read it. 5 minus 6, that is minus 1, and you know this minus 1 is not a whole number. It's not a whole number. This is whole number, this is whole number, but this minus 1 is not a whole number. So when I subtracted these two whole numbers, the answer which came here, this is not a whole number. So that is why here it was followed, here it is not followed. So if 100 times it is followed and single time it is not followed, then property will not considered as a followed. So that is why this is the condition. This condition makes it wrong. So that is why subtraction is not followed for what? Closure property. Now you see, it was whole number answers you must be getting. Whole number was not, this was not a whole number, so I considered it. Now after that, for the fourth operation, if you check, that is division. For division, if you check, you see, if you divide 8 by 2, 8 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number, and if you divide 8 by 2, answer will come 4, because 2 4s are 8, so 4 will come as answer, and 4 is also a whole number. So when you divide two whole numbers, means any one whole number is divided by another whole number, the answer is what? Answer is also a whole number. So it is followed. Yes, it is followed. But wait, in the same manner, for subtraction it was not followed in the second example. In the same condition here you see. Now you divide 2 by 8. You see, it will what? 2 divided by 8. So 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. Now you see the answer what has come, that is 1 by 4. And 1 by 4 is a whole number? No. This was whole number, this was whole number, 2 was whole number, 8 was whole number, but this 1 by 4 is not a whole number. So that is why it is not followed here. So you can see here, for division also it is not followed, for subtraction also it is not followed. That is why this line is mentioned here. Whole numbers are not closed under subtraction and division. You must be getting, means division and subtraction operation is not followed under closure property. Addition and multiplication is followed for, and several property will be followed for these two operation, addition and multiplication. So always you keep in mind, these two are always almost available, followed for all property, but subtraction and division will have to check carefully because it is not followed. So you can see this is a closure property and I checked it for whole number. So example I took that was whole number only, and closure property what says that when you add two whole number the answer should be whole number. Then this is for addition, it is followed. When you subtract two whole number the answer should be whole number, but it does not come, so it is not followed. When you multiply two whole numbers the answer should be, I mean to say product should be whole number, it comes, so it is followed. And when you divide two whole numbers it comes or it does not come whole number, so that is why it is not followed. So for addition and multiplication it is followed, for subtraction, for division it is not followed. So now you can see, you can have the screenshot. This is the closure property. I have checked for all those 4 operations. Thank you, have a nice day.